This is Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and we welcome you to live Raw action from Providence, Rhode Island.
Can you believe how loud these fans are, JR? They know they're about to see the greatest superstars in sports entertainment.
You're not wrong, King. The Raw superstars never fail to impress, and I can't wait to get started.
I can't believe he countered that one.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
What a reversal.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
4.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed. These fans love confidence in their superstar, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. He's going for the pin. Oh, no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hold.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? He countered that and made it look easy. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe. He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there?
Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR. There's the reversal.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was...
He's got his opponent locked in the submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure. There aren't many superstars.
What a counter! Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match. A textbook reversal there. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
His opponent telegraphed that one. Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King. He's really making an attempt to get under his opponent's skin. I think the damage has been done here, King.
One good submission could end this, JR.
Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. He saw that one coming.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
Watch out! He reversed it! What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one. He sure is, JR. And I think he got all of that finisher. These superstars I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment. If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here.
You're not going to get him with that one.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
After after some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home, oh boy, here he goes. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. He countered that one perfectly. This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. Oh my gosh, JR, he's going for it.
The RKO! The RKO!
One.
I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do. Oh my, he's bleeding! That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs. Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
No matter how many times I see him, I never get over the size of the Big Show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. That's a whole lot of superstar right there.
Oh, he's big, all right, JR. He can't even go to the beach anymore because Greenpeace, we could see a finishing move right here. There's the pin.
One. Two.
Boy, what a match.
Oh, my gosh. It's over, JR. There's only a few things you have to avoid doing in a match, and having your shoulders touch the mat for 3 seconds is one of them.
And you know better than anyone how difficult that can be, King.
Absolutely, JR. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't kick out.